We have a great agenda today. I'm thankful to many of the speakers who've all signed up. I'm excited to be here. We have a great number of interesting topics coming up. So I hope you all stay throughout the day and join the conversation. A couple of things before I move on. In terms of logistics, we have at the back of the program, you will see the username and password for the Wi-Fi in case you haven't seen this yet. How many of us have Twitter accounts? Just raise your hand. All right, so fire away. That's our hashtag NYUSternMobile. Okay. We expect at least 5 tweets from each person. Okay. We'll go back and check. Okay. We have a mobile app that you can download. The mobile app has the entire program. It's available on both Android and iTunes. And the redemption code is NYUSternRocks. What was it? Yeah, NYUSternRocks. Okay. So let me speak a little bit about the center. So as I said, I am one of the 2 co-directors of the Center for Business Analytics. This is a fairly new center. It's about an year or so old. This was seed funded by the Stern School, primarily because our dean believes that business analytics is one of the most exciting and important areas of growth for the school. We engage in a number of ways with industry folks and with corporate partners, and I'll speak very briefly about that, and then of course we can talk in more details over the day or during the breaks. So there are various levels of engagement. I personally, would start off by thinking about intellectual engagement like conversations in conferences and in seminars, but also taking it beyond that to issues like recruiting. So if you're looking for the right kind of person, obviously we are in the school, so we know if there's an MBA or there are various master's programs that we're putting together, including one in business analytics. We can help you find the right person with the right skill set as well. Increasingly, we are putting more and more emphasis on research projects. For example, let's say you're interested in hiring somebody or working with somebody with expertise in data sciences. So you've got some really interesting data set, and you're looking to find an interesting question or an answer to a question that you know. So we can help you, partner on that project. We can find the right expertise for you, either amongst the faculty in our school or outside. And so there's a lot of deep, data-driven intellectual engagement that we are working on. There's several projects underway, and again, I'm happy to talk to you about all of this. We also offer access to talent and access to faculty. You can come and spend some time with us as an executive in residence. So there are various ways of partnering with us. I also have, I just want to point out, Associate Director, Mandy Osborne. Mandy, raise your hand. She is the key architect of everything we've built so far at the center. So please come and say hi to her if you can. So again, I'm very, very excited to welcome you all. And I'm just going to hand it over to my colleague Russ Weiner, who will talk about the Center for Measurable Marketing.
Okay, I think this is on. Is this on? Can we hear up there? Okay, great. Thanks, Nindo. Again, I want to join him in welcoming everybody to our conference. As he said, it's co-sponsored between his Center for Business Analytics and the Stern Center for Measurable Marketing. We've been around maybe 3 or 4 years in its current format, really trying to hit the sweet spot in the market with respect to trying to understand how we can measure the ROI of marketing activities, looking at market response modeling, looking at how we measure things like social media. So really, as you can tell from the title of the center, the focus is on measurability. I'd like to just introduce our Assistant Director, Anya Ghose, who's sitting here in the front. Anya is really the person, like Mandy for Anindya Center, really makes this center work, makes all the arrangements, and really has put a lot of hard work and time into this conference. I'd also like to acknowledge one of our board members who's here, John Bass. Where's John? John's sitting over there. Okay. John's a Stern alum, has been involved with the center since it started, is working with a startup called Collagen, very exciting media company or analytics company, and we're grateful for his support. Here's what we do. Basically, we talk about metrics and measurement. As I said, we've actually been able to generate a couple of new courses here at Stern out of our activities, one on marketing metrics. I don't know if Dawn Lesh is here yet. Is Dawn here yet? Dawn teaches that class. And one on data-driven marketing, which is taught by Vishal Singh, both of which are very popular electives and really started out of the activities that we've had here in the center. We also run a series of talks here at the school. A lot of it is focused on our students, and we try to get them interested in analytics and market measurement. And we also publish a working paper series that is available on our website on, as you can see, conversational ROI, social media effect, on store traffic, and a project I've been involved with the Advertising Research Foundation on merging neuroscience and marketing analytics. I should also give some credit to Craig Stacy, who's the research director of the center, who I don't think is here, is that right? But Craig has also put a lot of time into helping us get speakers, both for this conference and in the past. So we have a very active center. Also, we're pleased to do this jointly with the Center for Business Analytics. As you expect, we have a lot of overlap between the two centers. And I'm also happy to see a lot of people here who have come to our previous conferences. A lot of repeat purchasing is obviously a great thing to have, one thing we really strive to get in the business. So I'm going to introduce our first speaker. Actually, the bios are in the packet, so as you can see, we've got a very rapidly turning over day, right? It's a few years ago, we decided to change our format. We used to do kind of a conventional hour and a half with, 3 speakers, like we kind of do at academic conferences. But we decided to change the format and do it more TED-like, which a lot of organizations are trying to do, and focus more on having more speakers, but shorter talks. And I think that engages the audience more. Also gives us grounds for speaking to these people at coffee breaks and lunches, etc. So hopefully you'll like the format. And one last point before I kick it off is that the format is a little bit unusual because we have both academics and practitioners. I was the executive director for a couple of years of an outfit in Cambridge called the Marketing Science Institute, or MSI as it's known. And I got my inspiration from those conferences where the objective was to have a really nice blend of practitioners and academics so that we can learn whichever hat we're wearing, we can learn from the other. And hopefully you'll enjoy that format as well.